Happy motherfucking jorts season, bitches. It's a good season. It's a really good season. Good season to, be alive and shit. So, where the hell were we? First of all, you look amazing. You look so hot, okay? What have you been doing? You mean stepping into yourself and relaxing? That's how you got this sexy? Oh my god, we should all do that. Speaking of which, okay, so today I wanted to yap about, I wanted to tell you guys a little story, I guess, about my recent psychedelic experience. Because A, I think this shit's not talked about enough, and B, I think it actually could really help somebody. So, yeah, per usual, disclaimer for you fucking sleazeballs. I make these videos as a little, coming of age story for myself to look back on my progress and my growth as a human, and also to try to explain my thoughts and how I'm trying to be and grow as a person, and how I want to show up for myself and how I want to show up in this world. And I'm hoping that somehow, some way, I can pick up some cool people along the way and maybe we can help each other out. So, because I think we're very much missing that human connection type thing, and honestly, human connection makes me wet.
God, you make me sick. Oh hey, editing me here, by the way. Here to keep this stupid fuck in check.
Literally. But, it was so gross for no reason. But, human connection is the most powerful thing that we can experience in this life, and we're very much, in my eyes at least, lacking it. And so I want to connect with other people, and the main reason being for that is I feel like we are so separated right now. And not to get preachy, and I'm like, sorry, let me get off my high horse for a second, but actually giddy up, bitches, because I'm going to stay on my high horse for a second, because we are so similar as people. It's insane. The more I grow and the more I talk to different types of people from all walks of life, the more I realize how similar we all are, and how our hearts our hearts are the same. We might look different, but our hearts are the same. And so I know that we're all hurting and we're all in pain, and it really, really sucks. And so I know people are constantly looking for ways to ease that pain during the human experience, and I hope the goal, I'm going to make this my channel sort of content. The vulnerability series was kind of what I started doing with this, where I would just talk about being vulnerable, and it's kind of evolved into just lessons that I'm learning right now through my life coach and therapy and psychedelic experiences in the safe, controlled healing type way, and just kind of things that are helping me as a human that hopefully can help someone else. That was a really, really long fucking Jesus Christ. Are you asleep yet? Way of explaining kind of what I do here. I'm do you like what you see? I'm do you want to go on a second date or what? But we can make out after the video's over. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of it. So for today's content.
Content.
I'm sorry, I cannot take this whole thing seriously. I think it's so so stupid, but so much fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna have fun with it. But my recent psychedelic experience brought up a lot, and it was really, really, really intense, because for those of you that haven't taken mushrooms before, first of all, I ask you to not do it if you are not in a safe setting with people that you trust. And I know this is thrown around a lot, but genuinely do not. They change your brain chemistry, and they can show you a lot of beauty, but they can show you a lot of fucked up shit too. And so I beg of you to not mess with them, because they are not supposed to be this thing that is used to trip balls, although that part's fun. They're used to heal. So if you get your hands on some, please make it a good, positive experience and don't fuck with them. You stupid bitch. Anyway. Okay. Hey, quick little side note for you guys. I sometimes have this really annoying habit where I talk and pretend like I have it all figured out. Rest assured, I don't. I promise I'm figuring it all out right along with you. I just talk like I do sometimes, and it's obnoxious. I'm aware. Thank you so much for pointing it out. And as far as the mushroom thing goes, I'm not an expert on them, but I will say, sorry, I wrote it in my notes app so I don't forget. I'm like, I will say, wait, what the fuck was I supposed to say? But, I'm so sorry. This is so unprofessional. Oh, yes. They are very powerful, so please, like, just be careful with them for your own good and your own safety and your own well-being. Your psyche is your psyche, and it's not, you know, a bad thing necessarily, but know yourself and just, yeah, set and setting is huge, and just, yeah, I don't know. Something that I watched that really, really helped ease my mind going into it was I listened to the audiobook and I watched the documentary on Netflix, but it was How to Change Your Mind, and it's really, I don't know, it's a really good watch, especially if you're into psychedelics in like a healing sort of way, so watch it, bitch. One last little tip from me is be very conscious the next 8 weeks after you trip, and also be very aware of your thoughts and what you are putting into your psyche, because you're very like susceptible to positive and negative like content and energies and everything else and all that's in between for the next like 8 weeks, and it's pretty intense. So just please, like I said, I'm not doing this for my sake, like I'm gonna do this, but for you, your sake and your well-being, please be smart. And all of that is actual like legitimate science, you cunt. Like, don't come for my neck. It's science. It's not me. If you want to blame anyone, blame Bill Nye. Also, I say I'm in like a lot. I'm aware. Yada. Thank you. Again, thank you for pointing that out. Okay, finally, take it away, other Ella. Talk about tripping balls. Christ's sake. So, the very first part of the experience, I guess I should probably start off with the intention that I set. My intention right now for this point in my life is that I want to love myself fully love myself. And I want to let go of all my anxiety and all my overthinking and all my neuroticism and all my bullshit that I've picked up over the 20 years of my life, and also the stuff that my ancestors and my parents have passed down to me. Love y'all, but you fucked me up. So thanks for that. I have to now start the process of letting go of all their stuff, because I want to be the person that breaks the cycle of all the bullshit that we've been doing and the way that we've been acting mentally for the past, you know, however long it's been. So that was the goal. And also it was kind of to show me, guide me on the path I'm supposed to go on and the type of person that I'm supposed to be. And so my life coach always does a pipe ceremony. She's studied psychedelics for a really long time, probably like 30-something years, and so she does Native American pipe ceremony that they taught her. She's like spent a lot of time with them, the ones that started this whole beautiful practice, and so it's very legit, it's very beautiful. She says a prayer, and then you set the intention, you put the tobacco pipe all over you, and you just kind of eat the mushrooms, and it takes a really long, not a really long time, and the main thing that you have to focus on once you, like, after you go make your offering to, like, you know, whatever, the universe, Mother Nature, whatever, God, whatever feels right to you, you go make an offering. And you express your gratitude, and then here comes the hard part, you have to relax. And for me, that is probably more difficult than E=mc squared. Like, I could not be a rocket scientist, but, like, that shit is probably more easy to me than relaxing is. So you have to relax into the experience and not try to control a thing. And I'm just like, oh girl, might be a little difficult for me. And lo and behold, it was. It was horrible. The first part of my trip was the most god-awful shit ever.
Because I was just like, what am I gonna see? What's gonna happen?
Just like all of this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god. And like, even though I was like playing it really cool on the outside, I was like,
girl, what was that? No.
on the inside, like a full-on tweaker. And so, finally, like, it started to hit, and my stomach hurt, because it makes you sick, and that was stressing me out, because I'm like, I don't want people to see me sick and vulnerable. It's a really hard thing for me, as it is for all of us. We have gotten to the point where we just completely shut ourselves off whenever we are in need of someone else's help, and we don't really ask for it, which I think is so silly, because we are supposed to get and give help in this life. So yeah, that was a really hard thing for me to let go of. Finally, like halfway through the trip, I asked my life, like, it was not going great, I won't lie. It was not ideal. And so yeah, I've been tripping for about a few hours. I haven't really seen as much visuals this time around as I did the first time I took them. So I had to pee halfway through, and I was not having a good time. It wasn't fun. I was waiting for the experience to be over so bad. And that's another thing that you should not do. You need to, like, just, once you're in it, like, you're in it, you might as well just embrace it and just be and fall into it and trust what it needs to show you, as hard as it might be. And I was just not doing that. I was resisting and resisting and resisting a little bit more. In fact, I didn't know it was that possible to resist that much. And so I went pee, and then I got back, and I clearly was anxious, and she's like, hey, what's wrong? Like, are you okay? Because bless her heart, she's such a wonderful soul. And I'm just like, I don't like how sick I am. Like, I don't like that. And I wasn't making sense because I was high as hell. And she's like, okay, I get sick too. It's okay. Just breathe. Just breathe and relax. Just breathe and relax. Go with the music. And so she's just so great. And so I'm just like, okay, you're right. So finally, I let go. And I don't know what quite happened, but I just remember that I was crying really, really hard. Just because a lot of shit comes up, you know. It was showing me my ugly parts as well as my beautiful parts, and it was like literally getting me to let go, physically and mentally. It was like, let go. And there was a lot of things that I was letting go of, and it wasn't just my anxiety and stuff. I was actually letting go of like people, places, and things too, and that was really emotional. And yeah, so she came back in and held my hand, and I was holding on and holding on. It was really symbolic, honestly, but I was crying, and she's like, it's okay, you can hold my hand for as long as you want. I was like, no, I have to let go. I have to let go. I have to let go. So I let go, finally, and I cried even harder, and that was hard for me because I don't like crying in front of people. Vulnerability. And then after that, I was like, holy fuck, I felt so good. I felt so good. And it was like the universe was showing me, or they were showing me the mushrooms. I don't know what it was. Something or someone. Maybe it was just my subconscious. I don't really know. I don't want to get spiritual. I don't want to get scientific. I don't give a fuck, because it was great. Something showed me the type of person that I could be in this world if I just embraced who I am, and I just fucking loved myself and fucking loved everyone else around me the exact same amount. And it showed me just how beautiful I could be. And I saw me, but like, oh my God, she was so different, but like there was the same in me. Like I was the same, but I was so different, and it was so, sorry, me as I aggressively itch my eye, it was so beautiful and just surreal. Like I felt myself relax into myself for the first time in years. And I've still been feeling the effects after the trip, and like I was like, oh my God, this is how y'all bitches feel 24/7. I'm like, y'all be relaxing like this? Like this is how you, and I kind of like started to realize, I'm like, this is how we're supposed to feel. We're not supposed to be caught up in all the bullshit racket that's been going on these days, whether it's social media or the news or whatever. That's not to say that you have to just be in your own little la la land and everything's hunky-dory all the time. That's not what I'm saying. But we are not supposed to be this wound up all the fucking time. And it kind of hurts my heart that we all are. Kind of segueing back to like why I started this channel is like, as I relax into myself and step into myself more, I want other people to do the same. And I want to help create a space where we can do that and also be vulnerable and be open. Like, so I never quite realized until like the ceremony how beautiful vulnerability truly is. It is the most, it's so special, it's so sacred. Like, there's a reason that all of us crave art, and we crave, like, when we watch a good actor act and they're feeling and they're like exposing themselves, there's a reason that we're attracted to that. There's a reason that we're attracted to art. There's a reason that we're like attracted to sex and passion, and because of the beauty in vulnerability, you know? And I think that that's something that that's part of myself that I shut off for so long, is being vulnerable and like crying and feeling and experiencing and flowing and being a fucking human. And so I'm gonna show you my titty. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? That'd be crazy. Maybe on our next date, I should allow you to be so lucky. You have to give me head for, I'm sorry.
Rein it in there, horn dog.
You have to buy me dinner first, is what I meant to say.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's a reason that we're attracted to, like, you know, like I was saying, music too, and like all of these things. There's a reason for it, and we kind of forget. I guess we're so caught up in the way that we're supposed to be living that we forget to actually live. And part of actually living is relaxing into yourself, because I promise you, you were not put here to feel like shit about yourself and to compare yourself and to be speaking so poorly of yourself. I'm like, girl, stand the fuck up. Stand up. No way I'm gonna let you waste your life being horrible to yourself anymore. No. No more. No more. Because another thing that I kind of realized in the trip that's actually kind of great, as I'm like, you know what? I can be a real shit sometimes. Lord, I can be the worst. But so can everyone, right? We all have these two sides to us. No one is perfect. No one is perfect. Basically, I realized that I was so focused on all the negative parts about me, and I was totally missing like all the great parts. Cause like, yeah, I can be a real shithead sometimes. And yeah, I have my shit. God, I'll be the first to admit it every time. There's a lot that I'm working through. But also, I can be really great. You know, like, I can be really great. I can be fun. I can be beautiful. I can be sexual. I can be really, really great. And seeing myself the way that other people have seen me for so long, because it's like, you know, everyone else can see your beauty, but you never can see your own, it seems. But seeing myself the way that others have seen me for so long, I'm just like, oh, right. This is how we're supposed to feel about ourselves, right? Like, fuck what social media is doing, fuck what everyone is doing, fuck what insecure people are saying about you, fuck what, like, people are projecting, fuck all of that shit. That is not, you don't have to associate with any of that. You can choose. You can choose to relax into yourself. You can choose to embrace yourself. You can choose to embrace this body, this vessel that you've been given. You can choose to embrace this brain, this beautiful brain that should be working for you instead of against you. You can choose that. You can do it. No one's going to do it for you. You can do that. And there's power in that. And that's fucking tits. It's cool. It's really cool. I'm like, sue me. It's cool. I'm like, you can use all the pain that you've gone through and all your scars and all your wounds, and you can turn that into the most badass, sexy thing in the world. There is so much like hotness and passion and like past pain. Like a bitch that has had like a fucking rough go of it, like when she or he or they, whatever, uses that pain to like progress and turn it into like this beautiful, powerful thing, there's nothing hotter. And you can do it. I know you can do it. You just have to do it. That's the hardest part, is like actually doing it. But I promise you, you're gonna feel really fucking great when you do it. So, yeah. I guess if you get nothing else from this video, stop worrying about the way other people are living their lives and their stories and their journeys. If you cross paths with them, love them, have a good time with them for however long that is, but then focus on yours. Looks different than someone else's, that's fine. They're not all supposed to look the same. Don't worry about the way other people are living their lives. Live yours the way you want to, because you deserve to. Be a good person. Be kind, goddammit. God, fuck. Stop being a little asshole, little cunt. You're harder than that. You're better than that. I mean, you can be a cunt sometimes. It's kind of fun. But, like, I don't know. Step into yourself. You deserve it. Thank you for listening to me yap about my mushroom ceremony with my belt off. I'm like, do we fuck now or what? But, thank you so much for spending some time with me, some quality one-on-one time. I know it's your love language, bitch, with me. And, yeah, be good to yourself, because you can't really ask anyone else to do it for you. You gotta do it, right? So, yeah, there's that. Love you, bitch. You look cute. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, slut. Go create beauty somewhere.